name is Tom. First of all, I'd like to welcome you to Bush Camp number 3. I am 5 miles from the hot top. There's not a four-wheel trail in here. There's not a road, a truck, or anything. The only way in here is by canoe. I am up in the swamp, like I said, 5 miles. I'm 5 miles from civilization. And this is my new 2 square miles that I will be deer hunting on and bear hunting on. I started to hunt out here 2 years ago, so I decided today I would bring you along. This behind me is Bush Camp number 3. Like I said, we're 5 miles from the hot top. What I am going to do with this cabin is I am going to patch it up. We're never going to make it look like brand new. What I am going to do is I am going to fix the door. I am going to plug the window holes. And I am going to make this place so that it makes for a place that you could spend the night if you had to. Something like this makes this 2 square miles so much easier for me to have access to. I will have a few supplies out here. Basically just a wood stove. A pile of firewood will be inside, along with some birch bark, stuff like that. Everything I would need to shelter in overnight if I had to. It's crooked. It will never, ever be brand new again, but it's got a good roof on it. And it's sound. I will be putting some more 30-pound felt paper on the roof with a little bit of time. But for right now, I'm just going to get it patched up, get a wood stove in it, and get it cleaned up that way. So I'll take you around the back side so you can have another little view of it. Stick around for this. I will turn this into a couple of videos so that I can share the progress of turning this old log cabin into something useful again for deer hunting and bear hunting. I'm going to do a couple of shout outs right here. I'm going to do a big shout out to Paul from Hunt Shack Wilderness Experiences. Paul, this is the teaser that I gave you about a week ago, I guess. Been making you wait on it. Not exactly sure when I'll get this uploaded. But this is the bear hunt scout that I was telling you about, and I'm headed up in. But this right here is the teaser. I told you I had a surprise for you. I'm going to turn this into a bear camp / deer camp. So I just thought I'd bring you along. And if any of you haven't checked out Paul's channel, you probably should get yourself over there. Paul is the real deal when it comes to bush living. He's probably got the biggest piece of bushland that I've ever heard of. So go check his channel out. He'll take you way back in. And the other shout out I want to do is to another fellow Mainer. His name is Mike. He's located here in the state of Maine. The name of his channel is Maine North Woods. And if I have that name wrong, I will fix it here in the video so that you can check his channel out as well. He is into deer hunting hard. He has already started his scouting as well. He's got out several game cameras that he does. He's got a great channel if you want to go check out someone that hunts in Maine. I think you will like what he has on the state of Maine. He's got some beautiful mountaintop videos that just give you a grand view of his hunting grounds. So check his channel out, Maine North Woods. And just want to say hello, Mike. I've started my series up again. I'm getting later towards the fall, so I'm working on episode 8 for you. I know you was following them pretty faithfully last winter, so like I said in the very beginning, this is a 12-month series because there's 12 months of deer hunting, even though we only get to hunt for 1 month, the month of November. It really, your scouting takes over most of the year if you're getting out and scouting at all. So once again, hello Mike, and I hope you enjoyed my little cabin video here and my new 2 square miles. Hello Paul from Out of the House with Paul. Hey Paul, there's a few trees around here that could use your expertise. I've got a big spruce tree in here that I'm going to have to come in and knock down. or it will knock down what's left of this little cabin. So, but if you were a little bit closer, I've seen your skills on a chainsaw. I think a couple of these trees got your name written all over them. You have a great day. I'm just doing a shout out to a couple of my buddies. Paul from Out of the House with Paul. If you haven't checked out their channels, you really ought to go check them out. They are the real deal. And I've got another channel that I watch faithfully. It is Owl Cabin. She did a video last night on mackerel, how to fillet a mackerel. And I'll tell you what, she is a butcher by trade. She whipped through them mackerel like I ain't never seen anybody take care of a fish that fast. So if you're interested in them kind of videos, plus she really did a nice one a week ago about down on the coast. She went out fishing with her boat and stuff. It's a short video, I think about 8 minutes, but it was really nice. It was really interesting to see how they fish over there. And she fishes with hand lines for mackerel. How cool is that? So if you want to check that out, that is Owl Cabin. Check out her mackerel fishing day. It was a blast. Here's a view of the backside. As you can see, I mean, she'd been here a long time, but it's still a pretty sound cabin for this far back in the woods. It just plain been neglected. If you see up there on that roof, that 30-pound felt paper that's up there has really done its job as far as keeping the rain out and keeping the water out. So I guess in the bushcrafter world, they would call this a long-term shelter. Well, that's exactly what I'm going to call it too, is a long-term shelter. I'm going to button it up and make it so it is usable. So I will bring you back in a little while and we will go on the interior and I will see what I can do to get a little bit of video in there. It is a little bit darker in there, so we'll see how the video comes out. The inside view of the cabin. Cleaned up the broken glass. I need a shovel for the next trip. Pile of glass right there from all the busted out windows. They had some wood on the ground. I've got that ripped up because it was all rotted and unsafe. So I've made the interior of the cabin now safe to walk around in here, free of glass and nails. Some of that lumber I will use to help board up the windows. Anything that was really rotten got tossed out into a hole that I can cover. Roof. Very good shape in here. It's just a little crooked, that's all. How's that? I guess he didn't bite it at all. Hooked him right side of the gill. Fish on! Who knows? Probably, I don't know, yellow perch. Up here in this bog could be almost anything. Looking for a white perch. Half a dozen of those make good supper. Well, it is a white perch. Look at that.